House of Representatives individual, and this is what their job is. Their job is to respond to the people they work for, and you are their constituents. So therefore, they should take this into what you should do is reach out to them, say, hey, and what they'll do is they'll put what's called a uh, goodness, my brain's gonna a congressional inquiry, and what that does, it has to be answered within I think it's like 72 hours or 48 hours. But it basically says, hey, listen, this is my issue. It's my claim's gone too long, and one of two things will happen. Like so, for my instance, I had an issue a while back with Champ PA. Um, to where like I submitted three times and they kept saying we lost your paperwork, we lost your paperwork. I reached out to my congressman. I was like, listen, I've submitted this three times. They've lost it all three times. And again, I'm not gonna say the VA is perfect, but there's a lot of good people, but people have human error. Um, so I reached out to my congressman, and then 2 days later, after I did all the paperwork they asked me to do, my Champ VA was approved. So you know, and anybody knows anything about Champ VA, it takes about 6 months to get the approval process once they don't lose your paperwork. Um, so it's usually a long process. A lot of times, if you utilize these aspects, they can get stuff moving. Sometimes what will happen is maybe you got stuck in a queue and the person it's kind of like it just got stuck there somehow and they just keep going to other paperwork first. It'll bring it up to their face, be like, okay, well, this has to be done. So it might get it done a little quicker.
That may have those answers. So always doing a little bit of extra and making sure that you're consistently looking, checking different sources. That I think that's really important in your journey if you have zero experience with getting connected with your benefits. And so I'm just kind of segueing off that a little bit. VA is the knowledge master here in this, but the thing that I've shared with you guys that you guys know, and many of you already know in chat that have gone through some of these things or all of these things, will agree with what I'm saying and obviously have the same experience. And so one thing that was said in chat, and I'm going to catch up with that if you don't mind real quick, Donnie. Serena, Marine veteran, thank you so much. Benefits Administration hotline works up there as well. Appreciate you. Question on how to start your benefits. That's perfect. We do have the QR code if you need that, which is really good. Serena said that RO equals regional office. VARO equals VA regional office. Thank you. This is a Derp story is a similar story amongst a lot of community members out of the 2,000 people that follow and sub and stuff like that. You have a lot of folks that are have been very against the grain with doing this, and this was a huge hurdle for him to overcome. So sharing it is massive too, Derp. I know I reached out to you. We were kind of joking before stream, but dude, that's awesome, man. Like your story, it's the fact that you're going through this after I gave you and I hit his wife up, dude, and I was like, hey man, make sure my man follows through on this stuff because you gotta lie here, and he hadn't done that, and I think that's a lot of veterans. So VA is doing pretty damn good with identifying where things are needed with veterans, and so this format is sick. Like this is an amazing opportunity to bring people together in a really cool, safe environment where you can kind of discuss it and actually be like, you know what, I've been kind of